Hey there, sports fans. I'm here to dive into the world of Florida State football and give you my take on the latest developments from spring practice. Now, I know you might be thinking, overreactions? Really? But bear with me, because I've got some interesting insights and personal opinions to share. So, Florida State has wrapped up its first week of spring practice, and after a well-deserved break, they're back at it for week 2. This time off gave me a chance to reflect and, yes, overthink a bit about the projected depth chart for the defense. I mean, who doesn't love a good roster shakeup, right? Let's start with the edge position. Initially, I had Rylan Kennedy and Diamante Diggs penciled in as the speedier defenders, with the Desi brothers, Mandrell and Derrill, and Jalen Anderson covering the big edge. Based on the latest intel, I don't think there's a need for major changes here. The starters are still expected to be Kennedy, the Desis, and Anderson, with Diggs possibly filling a situational role. I'm intrigued by the idea of seeing all 3 Desis on the field simultaneously. That could be a game changer. Moving on to the interior defensive line, Daniel Lyons is the clear starter at 3T, with Deontay McCray as his main backup. The nose tackle position is a bit more up in the air. Initially, I had Jordan Sanders and Kevin Wynn as co-starters, but with Sanders missing spring due to injury and Wynn showing up lighter, I'm rethinking that projection. I might flip Wynn and Sanders, with Wynn as the primary NT. McCray's versatility also adds an interesting dynamic, as he can hold his own at nose tackle against smaller centers. Now, let's talk linebackers. Chris Jones is expected to be the top snap earner at Mike, with Blake Nicholson and Mikael Bayer battling it out for representatives at will. The LaValle brothers, Caleb and Noah, are also expected to see some playing time this season. I'm particularly interested in seeing how Noah, the youngest LaValle, performs. He's already flashed some potential early in camp. In the secondary, J. Abril Rawls and Nehemiah Chandler are still projected as the starting cornerbacks, but there's a new development. Quindarius Jones, who was previously viewed as a future NFL draft pick, has reportedly turned on the light and is now in the conversation for a starting role opposite Rawls. I think this adds an exciting dynamic to the defense, and I'm curious to see how Chandler and Jones split snaps. So, there you have it, folks. My overreactions and personal takes on Florida State's projected depth chart. Remember, these are just my initial thoughts based on the latest intel. Football is a game of constant evolution, and I can't wait to see how these positions shake out as the season progresses. Stay tuned, and let's keep the conversation going. Personally, I think these overreactions are a fun way to engage with the sport and spark some interesting discussions. What do you think? Do you agree with my assessments? Let's chat in the comments.